Shady Matt UK here with a knife review. This is the Boker plus Karambit by Banos. This is a slightly different take on the Karambit. As you can see, it doesn't feature the classic hawkbill blade shape. This one has a very thick reinforced tanto point with a nice recurve section, very sharp, 440C, 2 7/8 inches long. The knife is made in China, but it feels very well put together. It's very solid, it's chunky, it's 5 ounces, it's quite heavy, but it feels like it, I don't think this is going to fail on you. It's just a very well built knife. It feels like a tank. The steel frame lock on my model anyway is very stiff to disengage, but when it locks up, it really locks up. I mean, that frame lock is right across the bottom of the blade. That's not going to go anywhere. The overall length of this when it's open is 7 3/4 inches. It features a G10 handle scale on the one side and this nice drilled steel scale on the other side with the frame lock, featuring these 4 circular cutouts here. Seems to be a bit of a thing for Banos. He has that on the Trance as well that I have. This model has the 4-way positionable pocket clip, so you can carry this tip up, tip down, left or right. I like to carry it tip down just because I find this to be more of a utility blade, and I think if you were going to pull this tip up out of the pocket, you're then going to have to change grips to open the blade and then revert back to reverse grip, which it does feel very nice in with the pocket clip set for tip down carry. I find that my ring finger here sits in this little detent in the pocket clip, and it just helps the knife mold to your hand. It feels very good. You can actually wave this out of the pocket using the thumb studs. They protrude just enough so that should you be carrying it tip up, you can pull. A little bit of outward motion against the hem of the pocket will actually catch on that and pull the blade like so, but I don't think it's a reliable enough method to carry it like that and use in a defensive situation. I don't think you're going to be able to do that every time unless you practice your ass off with it. I think that this has a lot of potential for a Karambit. The grips feel very good. In the forward grip, I think it would make a great thrusting weapon. That tanto point is very thick. I think you're going to get very good penetration. I think you're losing out on slashing and pull cut ability due to the lack of a hawkbill style blade, but I think you gain a lot more utilitarian advantages. Got some great jimping here on the handle scales and up onto the blade, so the forward grip feels very comfortable, very secure. I also think if you come out of this ring here and really choke up, this slight depression here on the back of the blade can be used so you can actually get very good purchase and do some fine cutting with that very sharp, nice recurve section there. In reverse grip, I was a little bit worried, but it might feel a bit strange. You have this spring assisted pocket clip. I thought that might interfere a little, but it doesn't. Even if your knuckles right up against it tight, there's no sharp edges on it, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Maybe if you had really big hands, it might get in the way, but I have medium sized hands and I don't see it being a problem. Overall, it's a very nice knife. I picked it up pretty cheap. I got it on a sale in the UK for about £30. You can find them over here, Canada and the US, for about $30, which I think is really good value. It's a great knife. Like most Karambits, I think it has its limitations, but I think this one has a lot more going for it in terms of a tool in comparison to something like the Fox Karambit, which I think is primarily a defensive weapon. You can see there the very similar in size and overall length, but that blade shape completely changes the use. So there we go. There's my quick look at the Boker Plus Karambit by Banos. Thanks for watching.